Hey, it's Pierre. I'm doing a quick overview of some of the rackets that I have used over the past few years, that I've liked over the past few years, including the ones that I've used. The first one is the Dunlop Hyperfibre XT Revelation Pro Light. This came out in 2019 and I just started using it. It's a teardrop racket and it's light overall, 125 grams, but it has a slight head heaviness to it and just a slight stiffness to it that I like. So it's pretty maneuverable, but when it comes to hitting the ball, I don't feel like there's nothing there. I feel like the racket's actually coming through the shot a little bit. That's the Dunlop. Another one I liked is this Black Knight Hex Blaze LT. You'll see, these are both, again, similar head shapes. This one is 130 grams, dynamic weight 125. So it does feel, that's meant to be in that it's head lighter, and it does feel a little head lighter. If anything, this was maybe a little too maneuverable for me, and so that's kind of why I ended up more on the Pro Light. But this one was excellent too. I got along with this one well. I also tested out this Wilson Ultra Countervail. Again, teardrop. This one is a bit of a chunkier frame than the other ones and a little more vibration, but still had a good, still had a similar feel to it, pretty light, a little bit head heavy. Actually, all three of these have something that I like too, which is a bit of a smaller grip. I don't know why I didn't stick with this one. I just kind of, I don't know, maybe I wasn't playing well that week or something. I just decided to keep looking around. Before that, I had been using this. This is actually 2 rackets ago, the one that I was using. This is the Salming Cannone Pro. It's like an older version of it. Again, teardrop, again, pretty light. And this one's quite head light. And I used this for at least a year. It was quite a good racket, and I enjoyed it. Maybe a little too head light. The one that I switched to after that Salming, was this Dunlop, and that I used for a long time, was this Dunlop Hyperfibre Evolution racket. This is the 130 gram model. The Salming had been light enough where I felt like I was just kind of losing my swing a little bit. It was like a little too easy to manipulate it, and I wanted something a bit more sturdy. This isn't that heavy, it was just a little heavier and a little kind of thicker and a little stiffer, and felt a little bit more like a battleship just going through the water. And I liked the transition from the Salming being light to this being a bit heavier and sturdier, because I wanted to get back into a slightly different groove with my swing. So I really like this racket. I used it for a year at least, before finally now moving on to this Pro Light. So overall, just goes to show that there's a lot of rackets from different brands. There's 2 Dunlops in here, but then you've got Salming, Wilson, and Black Knight. Just goes to show you can get good stuff from a lot of different brands out there, and also that they're not that different. A lot of it can be, you just pick something up and you like it, that can be good enough for you to go with it and allow you to kind of develop your taste. And the other thing I want to point out is that sometimes your taste changes, like I explained. This one was a little bit of a departure, and it was because there was something I was trying to work on in my swing. But after using this for a long time, then I kind of went back to a little bit closer to where I was before. So even for an individual player, you might sort of change over time with what you're looking for in a racket and what feels good, and that's okay. You just go with what's working for you at that particular moment. So hopefully that overview was helpful, and thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.